Hi there, it's Rachel Lancaster, the founder of the Mutton Club here, and I thought I would stop in and say hello and welcome to my Facebook Live. Let me know in the comments where you're watching this from, if you happen to join us live or on the what do we call it? Catch up later, on the catch up later. So let me know in the comments below where you're watching from because it'd be really nice to know. And what I wanted to talk to you about today really is being open to new stuff. And I've been thinking a lot about this recently. And I wonder if you, as you get older, are you more open to new stuff or less open to new stuff? I know sometimes new stuff can be really quite challenging, can't it? But I wanted to tell you a little story about how just being open to new stuff brought me the most amazing experience last week. I've been on a journey recently and I'm going to be launching something very exciting out of the Mutton Club. And I've been learning an awful lot, talking to a lot of new people. And by just opening myself up to that, I've met some incredible people. And last week, as part of that journey, I ended up going to Toronto and I went to a conference and met lots of new people there and experienced all sorts of things that I never would have done before, really. But what was really, really lovely is that now whenever I go to a new place, I try to meet up with local muttoneers. So far we've had a meetup we've had one in New York, I was there in January, and in Sheffield in the UK. And we have our regular events, annual events in London anyway. Mutton Club Live is coming up in September. But I thought, do I have any people in Toronto? I really didn't know whether on the Mutton Club newsletter list, whether I had any people in Toronto. So anyway, I put out the call in the newsletter. And if you don't get that, do sign up. It's quite good. I think it's quite nice. So I put out a call. And two lovely muttoneers got in touch and said, yes, they would like to meet. So for me, that was really exciting that these people wanted to come and meet me. And neither of them actually lived in Toronto, but they were willing to drive to meet me. So in fact, I ended up meeting one of them in Toronto itself. She'd driven in from outside. And then after that, I was driving somewhere else. I was actually going down to see Niagara Falls, which was very exciting. So I met another lady on the way. So in Toronto, I met up with Irene, and in Hamilton, I met up with Catherine. And it was just such a delight because these women were exactly the sort of women that I hoped would be part of the Mutton Club. They were fun, they were feisty, they were just really inspiring women. And hi Lou, I can see Lou's watching and she's in Portugal. Hi. So where was I? That's lost my train of thought now. So anyway, it was just really, really lovely to meet these women. And one of them told me that she'd actually done this before. She'd met somebody online and she'd taken a chance and met up with them and then ended up spending a whole week with them and having such fun and introducing them to all sorts of things and life in Canada. So that was really my experience last week of just being open to new things and making connections. And so I wanted to know from you, are you more open, do you think, or less open as you go through? Hi, Lou. And are you less or more open to things? And what are some recent things that you may have done that maybe you wouldn't have done before? And if you find it difficult to be more open to new stuff or new people, what do you find difficult about that? So I thought it'd be just fun to share that today. That's really all I wanted to do. And I hope that that we can, hopefully as a Mutton Club community, we can get even better at building these wonderful connections and bridges. I think it's just absolutely fantastic that there is already a global network. So I'm very excited about that. So if you haven't already signed up to the newsletter, do sign up. Go to the website, sign up to that. Of course, the Flock is also a place where we make some brilliant connections. And if you're not in there and would like to join, that's our private group on Facebook. So join that. And thank you, Lou. Hi, how are you? How's Portugal? Is it raining? It's been raining, I hear. I have to wait a bit and see if she responds. You going to respond, Lou? Going to respond? There's a bit of a delay on this, I know. Anyway, it's lovely talking to you. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, bye-bye.